gentlemen, welcome back to Gulfcoast Wrestling episode number 42 after a very downtrodden last couple episodes. Hopefully we can get back on this high energy. Anyway, we are in the final month to the end of season 3, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting kicked off with a returning former Best of the Indies champion, Noam Dar, and doesn't it feel great to say that? Sure, it's a former, but hey, he's another Best of the Indies champion that will go down in history as a 93-day reign as champion. Aries, had 140, I think? Or 120. Either 120 or 140, and then now Kennedy Kid is the current champion. Kennedy Kid is the current champion. What does Noam Dar have to say? Since I was a kid, I had a dream to become the GCW champion. I can't do a Scottish accent. I clawed and pushed my way to get there, and I didn't put... I did it on my own. I'm not here to make friends. I don't care about anyone in the locker room. I'm doing this for me. That is true. Well, I don't know why you start your life out for a company that didn't exist when you were young, but anyway. Noam Dar, of course, wanting the GCW title back. If this is the only way I have to make an impact on here, then so be it. The superstars I'm gunning for will be the ultimate stepping stone for me. By defeating him, I get to show the world that I'm the real beast of GCW. I mean, it is true. If Noam Dar is able to, I guess, convince the management to add him to the match, and he beats the champion, he will be the champion. He'll be the only, two-time GCW champion? Because it was James Saxon who held it for 6 days and then 96 days. And now, damn it enough. And then if he won, Noam Dar would. He's calling out the champion, Kennedy Kid, stepping over the number one contender, Matt Rhodes, stepping over Omar who both have very good reasons to want to be in the match, gunning right for the champion. And I mean, it is true. Kennedy Kid could have the discretion to add him to the match to make it a triple threat match. And then that would just leave out Omar who has also been kind of gunning for that position, and I'm sure here before the pay-per-view time anyway, we will have a official decision on who will actually be in the match. Who will actually be in the true match of the pay-per-view, because that is going to be, I believe, the main event. I believe so. The main event. I think, possibly. It's still working out the card. It's literally the second show. It's still November. Pay-per-view doesn't happen until December. So let's get there. Let's work there. Kennedy Kid, the champion, out here. In a new position than he was. I really don't know why I'm out here tonight. I was standing in the back. Then something urged me, pulled me to come out here. I have no idea what that is. But now I'm here, and it appears that you are. And it appears, there you are. Imagine that two superstars talking to each other in the very same ring. These two, of course, had epic clashes, essentially. In the beginning of the show, they both, Kennedy Kid, of course, won a number one contendership match, went on for Brawl for All, and I believe Starbound, to fight for the championship. And who do you think are walking in and spewing this garbage? I was in the middle of a speech, glorifying my sheer existence. It gives the GCW universe a reason to live, and you jeopardize that by interrupting me? You have no class, sir. But anyway, you can read it. They don't usually talk coherently, so I'm just going to build the story myself. Kennedy Kid and, of course, Noam Dar had matches and clashes in the beginning of GCW for the Best of the Indies Championship, and now the roles are essentially completely turned on their head. Kennedy Kid now is the champion, while Noam Dar is the challenger. So the Noam Dar is the challenger coming up. And it could be, these two might not even have a one-on-one match. It very well could be a triple threat match. Or a fatal four-way. Well, it's already going to be Kennedy Kid versus Matt Rhodes, but Noam Dar is trying to insert himself into this title match, and if he can, that could very well spell the end of the reign of Kennedy Kid, because it's a fatal four-way match, and he has a 25% chance at retaining and or winning the match. And of course, in a fatal four-way match, there are no rules. It's a no disqualification match, essentially. The only rule is that the pin or submission must take place inside the ring. But other than that, anything else is legal. They could brawl all the way to San Antonio to Sacramento. It doesn't matter as long as that pinfall takes place in the ring. But, I mean, other than that, it would be an absolutely just incredible main event match, if it is the main event, for Destiny. We started off with Noam Dar and Kenny the Kid, and it could very well be Destiny that these two fight in the first and final pay-per-view. Talk about an overarching story, ladies and gentlemen. These two have, of course, had history. They've always had problems. And it was Aries who helped Kenny the Kid fight off Noam Dar and The Miz. Still to the chagrin of Kenny the Kid not able to win the title at his last chance at Brawl for All. Took some time off. Aries became the number one contender. Aries fought Noam Dar for the title. And Aries was able to defeat him. And that same night Aries won the championship, Kenny the Kid came back and won the briefcase, the Clash briefcase, which gave him a title opportunity anytime, any place. And it was almost sweet justice that he was able to cash in on Aries, the same man who helped him. And now here we are. Kenny the Kid, Noam Dar, and Noam Dar going right after the champion, attacking him. Going right after each other. And now they're going for a brawl in the middle of the ring, but Kenny the Kid, though, Noam Dar with a reversal, going for a pin, but of course we're not in the pinning predicaments. Noam Dar, Kenny the Kid brawling out. We need security out here right now. This could be the main event of Destiny, and if the champion gets hurt, then we don't know what could happen. And now a big spike DDT by Noam Dar. And Kenny the Kid, though, gets the upper hand. What could happen? What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen on the rest of the show? What's Destiny going to look like?
It's the up-and-coming Josie Jane.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fidget spinner, sorry. Josie Jane has returned to Gulfcoast Wrestling Zone tonight. She'll be taking on the women's champion, Tessa Blanchard. That's who she'll be taking on. She has a great opportunity to prove herself worthy for not only a title match, but to be in the main card, I guess you could call it, of the women's division here. We've had 3 women's champions over the course of Gulf Coast Wrestling. The first, the inaugural, of course, being Shayna freaking Baszler, the Queen of Spades. And then we moved on to Io Shirai, who held it for the longest amount of time by a women's champion so far. And now we are here with our current women's champion, Tessa Blanchard. She is here. She is the women's champion. And if she comes up short tonight, if the women's champion loses this one-on-one match against Josie Jane, then that will be a huge, huge victory for the Jane brand and could definitely propel her into a title picture with the women's champion. Tessa Blanchard versus Josie Jane could be a very, very real possibility. And it would be a huge, huge, just boost in the brand of Josie Jane. It would be amazing for her, an up-and-comer, especially if she won the title. Relative underdog, you might say, in the women's division here, but Tessa Blanchard, of course, being the top dog of that division, being, of course, the women's champion. Going right for Hurricanrana, Josie Jane went for a chop but got reversed. That is the prowess of the women's champion, being able to just flip script essentially like that. Now a neck breaker by Blanchard. And this, she may think this match is easy. Josie Jane, of course, she's not the premier athlete in Gulf Coast Wrestling. She's still got talent. She's still able to do it because she just delivered a suplex to the women's champion. But Tessa Blanchard might be looking to Destiny because as of right now, she has no known challenger. So we'll see. We shall see what happens in this match. And I'm just being informed, actually, that our next segment, actually, the Dashing One, Chase, he has a special message that he would like to deliver next. So we'll be looking forward to that. We'll keep you posted. Now, Josie Jane, with a big clothesline mare to the women's champion, picks her up by the neck, drops her back down on her back. The damage done to Blanchard's back. Definitely working in the favor here of Jane. Now a big chop across the chest. Jane unable to follow up Blanchard. able to grab her, pull her to the ropes, but Jane able to get out of it. The quick thinking of Josie Jane. Now a Spanish fly to the women's champion. Who I never said Jane couldn't wrestle. Now the punch is right to the kidneys. Now the knees to the back of Jane. That's definitely not going to feel any better. And then dropping her right on the outside. Those pads may be used as, of course, pads, but there's concrete under that, and that only bends so much, and that's really none. Now just throwing her around the ring on the outside. Jane seeming like she's a bit in the dominating fashion, and neither of them are going to be able to throw each other back into the bloomin' ring, because that's just how this game likes to work. Now Jessie Jane pulling Tessa Blanchard back to her feet, getting back inside the ring on the top rope. Ref at a count of 8 now. She missed with a drop there. And now both women are back in the ring, saving the match. Now Blanchard going for the pin. I know I'm supposed to be getting a text message from someone, and every time I get a notification, because I don't want it to be them. Now a DDT by Josie Jane. Josie Jane still putting in the work. Do not count her out as a credible person to defeat the women's champion. Now an elbow right to the head gets reversed though by the champion. She gets caught. Now a suplex with the leg still hung up there. Tessa Blanchard still that just absolute wrestling machine. Stomps right to the chest of Jane. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be the Big Show. That's going to be really hard to get back up from. Now she goes immediately into the pin. 1 and a kick out. Jane, though, still got that wherewithal to be able to kick out. Now back to her feet. Kick to midsection again, gets stopped. Sweeps the legs. And a big moonsault there by the women's champion. Starting to lose what words are. For some reason I'm starting to get tired. I don't know why. I should not be tired. Well, I was listening to music earlier and it made me pumped up, but now here we are. Now the knees to the midsection. Crowd does not seem to like Blanchard all that much. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Josie Jane. Might have kicked out just off sheer ring awareness, just kick out just to kick out, you know. Now the hammerlock DDT might spell the end for Jane. 2, 3, and Tessa Blanchard, your women's champion, continues on her streak of dominance here in Gulfcoast Wrestling. This was not, of course, a title match, but she is still on top of the women's division. Jane, though, is asking for a handshake. And Tessa gives it to her. A very nice show of sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I still don't know why Shane Thorne's thing plays when my character walks. Either way, the Dashing One out here to make a special announcement requesting time away from the show to cover something that he felt like he needed to say, something that will change the course of Gulfcoast Wrestling history, although we are in the end of our Season 3. What could the Dashing One, the current GCW Tag Team Champion, one half of the Tag Team Champions, and the inaugural GCW Internet Champion who held the title for 86 days, I believe, what could he have to say that would change the landscape of Gulfcoast Wrestling this soon on? Or actually, this late on, I should say. Hey, GCW Universe, you guys know how to keep a level head, but I want to talk about something that's really been grinding my gears since it started. Let's get me all riled up, but once this tea kettle starts whistling, there's no cooling it down. That is true. I am a straight shooter, and I don't shut up. Anyway, what else could the Dashing One have to say? Let's keep it character. I don't know what that was. I don't have have time to worry about what people are saying about me. I'm here to fight. I'm here to win. That's why I'm in the Gulf Coast Wrestling. And after the superstar doesn't, and if this superstar doesn't get that, then he's gonna get it real soon. Ooh, a superstar call out. So original. Okay, who could be the dashing one calling out? Who could be this person? What more could you have to say, me? This is as far as it goes with this guy. Sting has a chance of shit piss me off. He's calling out Sting. Is Sting even here? I thought Sting was retired. Do we even have him under contract? Does he even know where we're at? Does he know we're a company? Sting? Sting knows we're a company? I thought not only was he retired, I just thought he wasn't wrestling no more. Maybe he might come out here and say he's not. He's in ring gear, and he looks really good. Does Sting still wrestle? I don't think so. But he's here. Sting's here. That's Sting. He's here. Sting's here. Well, welcome to Gulf Coast Wrestling, Sting. I'm speechless! Sting is here! And the dashing one has called out the Stinger! Sting, he looks good. You all know me and know what I'm about. You know that I'm a lot of things, but one of those things is not a coward. I stand up for what I believe in, and when someone wants to settle a score with me, I come out and settle it. Ooh, this has destiny written all over it, doesn't it? I was not expecting Sting to come out here. This is cool. Oh no, don't even start with me. I can hear the quiver in your voice. The quaver? Don't you dare try to weasel your way out of this situation. If you're truly a champion, which he's not, you gotta defend that title, which he doesn't have. Ducking out here, hoping he'll blow over, ain't happening. I've been crystal clear about what I'm about. I didn't get to finish fucking reading. Don't get it twisted. I've got the uttermost respect for you. I'm just out here trying to make a name for my your fucking Sting. The name has already been made. In fact, I think I have a Sting shirt. If not, I need to get one. This is as boring as it gets. I have to be honest. We both know what's going to go on. You'll keep spouting off over and over again, but you'll never really do anything about it. But go ahead. Make a liar out of me. Show the GCW universe what you're more than a lot of empty talk and promises. Well, I wouldn't say that to Sting, but, because it's Sting. He's back. I didn't know he was back. I didn't even know he knew we existed. Perhaps I've misheard something here, but I get the distinct feeling that you're pushing me to challenge you. Is that right? I know it sounds silly, but I mean, it can't possibly think that you stand a chance with me. You know who I am, don't you? I just want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, kid. Woohoo! Oh god, this is long. You know how long it took me to get here to the big leagues? Big leagues is big. Yeah. Spent every day with fighting and clawing my way to get to top opportunity after opportunity and opponent after opponent. I earned every shot. I never got asked to demand anything I didn't earn. Pulling a stunt like this would be embarrassing to me as showing up and singing in the shower, I guess is what that said. I don't know. I read slow so I can comprehend. Sting mouthing off words so bad we can't even show it. And a headbutt. He just headbutted him, and he stood right back up. We're going for a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. Brawl number 2 of the night. I didn't know Sting wrestled. I didn't know Sting knew we were a company. And I didn't know Sting still wrestled. But here we are, episode number 42. And the entire landscape of Gulf Coast Wrestling has just been changed. Sting, the Stinger, is in Gulf Coast Wrestling. Sting! And he's fighting! He's kicking my ass, he is! I love it. I love it. I love it. And a clothesline over the top. Dasher one throwing Sting to the outside. Just brawling these two. This has destiny written all over it. Destiny, man. What a more aptly named pay-per-view, huh? It's the only one that I don't think I stole any of them except for maybe Stardom, and I didn't even steal it. I came up with it in my head, but apparently someone already had it. I think it was New Japan, and I figured they did, but I couldn't find anything when I was looking for it for some reason. I don't know which one came out first, theirs or mine. Hopefully mine did, so they stole me anyway. Stole my idea. And the atomic drops now. The Dashi one able to get a reversal and a cutter to the Stinger. Now Sting with a clothesline. This has destiny written all over it, my folks. My cranky crew.
Good. And I don't think there are words.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back with our main event of the evening. I don't know why I talk in weird ways that I do talk the way. Anyway, for what, the 400th time, maybe? Omar Who will be taking on Matt Rhodes in the main event of GCW 42. This is more of a make-or-break moment for Omar Who. Matt Rhodes is the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship come Destiny. And basically, the whole landscape of the match could change if Omar Who wins. That's the main idea. If Omar Who beats Matt Rhodes, then there's a chance that both men could either be number one contenders or the number one contendership could change hands and could go to Omar Who instead. And the thing with that is that could entirely change the landscape of Destiny. It could make it totally different come that time. And I wouldn't be surprised if the management in GCW make it that way, where either the number one contendership changes hands or they add Omar Who to the match with Matt Rhodes and Kennedy Kid. And I wouldn't be surprised if they already add Noam Dar. Both men have made it very apparent that they want to be in the match. And I mean, honestly, more the merrier. Let's put them in there and have a great send-off for Destiny. A fatal four-way match with Noam Dar, Kennedy Kid, Omar Who, and Matt Rhodes. Let's send off Season 3 well, you know? But anyway, here comes his opponent for the night, Matt Rhodes. Hopefully, this audio doesn't get copyright fucking claimed. Because for some reason, the last one got copyright claimed, but you couldn't even fucking hear it. You can't hear it! I keep my computer volume at 2. Because if I turn it up any higher, it's loud. It's really loud. So I keep it at 2, and that's like good, normal, talking, noise. Because I don't know why my headphones just make it super duper loud if I go. I had to turn my computer all the way up to 100 to be able to hear it. How they heard it is beyond fucking me. I don't know. I mean, it's not even like my channel's monetized anyway. So it's not like I'm stealing it and trying to profit off of it, because I don't make money. I just reached 140 subscribers. Thank you very much, by the way. And I don't know why they would want to come after my tiny little channel. I mean, it's not like all of a sudden that one video is going to have 30, 40, 50, 60,000 views on it. It's a crappy little episode 41 of Gulfcoast Wrestling from an indie show that's from the depths of my brain. So I don't quite know what they tried to get out of me besides making me annoyed. Anyway, moving swiftly on, Matt Rhodes, the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. This man and Sting apparently are now on the same show. Anyway, Matt Rhodes. Matt Rhodes, of course, number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. If he wins the title, he will be, 5th or 6th Best of the Indies champion? And will bring an end to Kennedy Kid's reign, which started October 16th, I believe. He retained it uncensored, which was 2 weeks ago now, and against Aries, and now moves forward to Destiny to not retain, but like fight for the championship there. We'll see if he retains come Destiny. But I really like Destiny. I think it's a good name for a pay-per-view. It is our WrestleMania type pay-per-view, I guess. Every promotion's got to have one at least. And I think Destiny is aptly named for that in my mind. And there is Matt Rhodes, the Enigma himself. Face painted, arm thingies, hair dye, trench coat, and pants. That's all it takes to have, I guess, an effective... I don't even know if half the attires I create are good. Like, I created Matt Rhodes. I created him and Omar Hu. I don't know if their attires are good. I just like them. And the fact that both of them have always worn the same attire every time. Omar Hu going right for a roll-up, trying to put the match away early. 1, 2, and a kick-out. That'd be a very sucky main event, wouldn't it? Because this is the main event, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing Omar Hu and Matt Rhodes main event the show for, I want to say, possibly the last time. I do think that will probably be true. Because they've fought several times. I think this is like their 5th or 6th battle. Big slap there by Rhodes, grabbing Omar Hu, but Omar Hu able to get out of it, slap away the grip, kick right to the midsection. Omar Hu definitely with a height advantage, and looks like the strength advantage. Omar Hu feeling himself, he knows that he's got to win this match, or at least show good enough that he can fight with the best. And a neck breaker to Hu. And a kick out by Omar Hu, not even a 1 count. Not letting Matt Rhodes have even mainly much of the satisfaction of keeping him down for longer. Now an elbow right to the top of the head. Irish whip now. Knees right to the midsection. Taking down Rhodes, and now a Russian leg sweep to finish off the combination. Omar Hu still feeling himself. He's feeling great here tonight in the main event of episode number 42. Clothesline almost decapitating Rhodes. Rhodes having a bit of a tough last week, dealing with, of course, Noam Dar and Omar Hu. And Noam Dar actually attacked him at Uncensored, leading this whole thing to be like, is Noam Dar going to be in there? Is Omar Hu going to be in there? Because Matt Rhodes won, but was immediately attacked by returning Dar. So this all throws into some wacky dynamics. Now an Irish whip into the ropes. Big boot there taking down Rhodes. Omar Hu just celebrating. Just trying to get the crowd behind him, get momentum building. But Matt Rhodes trying to get rid of him now. Now a big punch and now a slap. Elbow right to the top of the head. Now a Pele kick by Rhodes. Rhodes now starting to take back a little bit in this match. Looks like he sees someone at the ramp. It's Noam Dar is who he sees. Is the Scottish Supernova here? Or is it just his music playing? Because I don't see him. Omar Hu still down. Noam Dar trying to distract Matt Rhodes, trying to get in the head of Rhodes. Because these two, because at the end of the day, there's a good chance Dar will make it to the match. Omar Hu is the only outlier in this. Big snap suplex there to Omar Hu. Picking him up on his shoulders now. Now a penalty kick right to Hu. Right to the face of Omar Hu. Hu pulling himself up into the corner. Big chop right to the chest of Hu. Kick right to the top of the head. Now a kick to the midsection this time. He's going for the power bomb. The sit-out power bomb. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matt Rhodes able to kick out of the power bomb that has put down so many. Knee caught him right in the head as he fell. Now a punch gets reversed. Spinning heel kick connects. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Omar Hu able to get the kick out, able to stay alive in this match. One of the more important matches, honestly, in this next build up until Destiny. Suplex, taking Hu down right on the back of his shoulders. I don't know why I think someone's coming over today. That would freak me out if someone that I knew came over. Especially unexpected. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Omar Hu. Shave or something. Clothesline misses. Irish whip throwing Omar Hu over the top. Rhodes slides right out of the ring with him. Rhodes just staring at him now. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing. Big punch by Omar Hu connects. Throws Rhodes right into the steel steps. Hu slides back in the ring. To be fair, if Hu wins this with a countout, it means he's beaten Rhodes down so much he could not get back to his feet to make the count of 10. So winning here is a very viable and honestly a better option than pinning him. Beating him down so much that he can't even move, but the clothesline almost taking out the ref, taking down Rhodes. Omar Hu saying it's over. Calling it to be over. Over. But Rhodes, though, able to get back the upper hand with a suplex into the ring. Picking him up back to his feet again. Now an Irish whip into the ropes this time. Gets caught. Drops him down. Going for a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter to Omar Hu. Can Omar Hu get out of the sharpshooter? or will he tap out? Because I've never seen Rhodes do a sharpshooter before, but it looks like using the long, powerful legs of Hu, able to get out of it. I don't know why I'm sounding Scottish or like slightly Irish. Like, I get it's my ancestry, but I didn't think it was that hard. Now, Rhodes trying to get back in that groove. Clothesline. Another clothesline to Hu. The third clothesline. Omar Hu into the corner now. Hu gets out of it though. Clothesline taking down Rhodes. Clothesline of his own. Hu now. Trying to get back. Crowd on their feet. Crowd behind Hu. And the clothesline of his own. Another clothesline. A spinning heel kick this time. Not a spinning heel kick. I feel like an enziguri. More of a heel kick. I don't know. Just not. It is a heel kick, just not spinning. Irish whip picks him back up. Into the ropes. A big running knee. Right to Rhodes. Now another knee right to the face. Omar Hu. Calling for Rhodes to get back to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Gets reversed. A spinning heel kick. Omar Hu. Forearm right to the face. Picks him up in a sidewalk slam to Rhodes. Rhodes might have been going for his finisher there if he would have been able to catch him in a clothesline. Again, taking Rhodes right down, right back to the mat. Kick right to the midsection. Spinning heel kick gets reversed. Now a roll-up. This could be the end. 1, 2, and a kick out. Rhodes just barely stays alive. Punch gets reversed. Omar Hu reverses. Drop toe hold. Right on the almost the apron of the mat. Now a slam by Omar Hu. Both of these guys putting in the work, not wanting to lose this match. Crowd on their feet though. Irish whip into the corner. Went to try to pick him up, but now the knee right to the midsection. Just knocking him straight down. Goes for the pin. 1, and a kick out. Omar Hu not wanting to stay down. Wanting to pick up the victory in this match. Off the ropes. Clothesline. Spinning heel kick hits fast enough though. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Just barely the kick out. The crowd cheering for Omar Who. Omar Who gets the reversal. Fireman's carry position. Grabs Rhodes into a stalling suplex. Trying to knock him down, trying to take him down. Now calling for him to get back to his feet. One more time. Kicks him in the midsection, but this time hits him again. Grabs him in the powerbomb position. He hits him with it. The Who Am I? The pin. 1, 2, 3. Omar Who has defeated the #1 contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. This very well could spell disaster for a one-on-one match between Kenny the Kid and Matt Rhodes. I wonder what's going to happen next. We might find out next week on Gulfcoast Wrestling when it comes to you on December 4th, our first show in December, coming up to that Christmas holiday right after Thanksgiving. This is actually going up, like, not Thanksgiving, but like the day after Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us on the post-Thanksgiving show. Hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving. We will see you next week on episode 43. Ha! Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.